Hi guys, welcome back to another diet breakdown video from the Ultimate Diet Guide series presented to you by You.com. Today I'm going to present to you the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to the Ketogenic Diet. If you've ever wondered what the ketogenic diet is, what to eat to get into ketosis and stay there, and what the benefits of following a ketogenic diet are, you're going to find this video very helpful. In this video, I will educate you on everything you need to know about the ketogenic diet and how it potentially will help you lose weight, have more energy, less hunger, and cravings for sweet food, plus make you mentally sharper. However, before we get started, I must advise you that the ketogenic diet is not suitable for everyone. A keto diet is normally very safe for most people, but there are three groups that often require special consideration. These are people that take medication for diabetes, for example insulin, people that take medication for high blood pressure, and women that breastfeed. Of course, before you start any diet, you should always do your research and get professional medical advice on its suitability for you. After you watch the video, be sure to leave your thoughts on the ketogenic diet below. Tell us about your ketogenic diet, or why you are interested in trying it out. But for now, let's get started with this beginner's guide to the ketogenic diet. Interest in the ketogenic diet, or keto diet, as it is often referred to, has dramatically increased over the past few years. The ketogenic diet has been hailed as the saviour diet for sugar addicts and people that struggle with dealing with constant hunger and never seem to feel full whenever they go on a standard weight loss diet. So what is the keto diet exactly, and can it really help you cut down on the hunger-driven feeding frenzies that lead to weight gain? What does keto even mean, and how is it done? Well, basically, the body can run efficiently on two different fuel sources. One is sugar, which we take in by consuming carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are found in foods such as cereals, bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, soft drinks, and fruits. In the average Western diet, carbohydrates make up a very large proportion of the total foods consumed. The other fuel that the body likes to burn for energy is fat. However, the body prefers to burn carbohydrates for energy when both carbs and fats are present in the diet. The keto diet is an extremely low-carb diet which lowers insulin levels and stabilizes blood sugar levels. In fact, the ketogenic diet is so low in carbs that the body has no choice but to switch over to use fat as the major fuel source. You can say goodbye to your beloved sweet treats on keto. Sweeteners of both the artificial and natural variety are also avoided, as these can be detrimental to those trying to get in or stay in ketosis. The ketogenic diet is very high in fat. On the keto diet, you'll be eating roughly 70% fat, 25% protein, and 5% carbs, which works out to be only around 30 grams of carbs per day. This is net carbs and not counting the fibrous component of carb-dense foods. Protein is kept low to moderate, as a surplus of protein can boost insulin levels and knock you out of ketosis. This is a much different composition of macronutrients compared to the average Western diet, which is around 20% fat, 30% protein, and 60% carbs. Or your typical bodybuilder cutting style diet, which calls for a much higher protein and moderate to low carbs and fat. There are a few different styles of ketogenic dieting. The most common variations of the ketogenic diet are the standard ketogenic diet, keto with the classic macronutrient splits, the targeted ketogenic diet, where you add carbs around exercise, the cyclical ketogenic diet, go in and out of ketosis in planned intervals, and the high protein ketogenic diet. Regardless of the style of ketogenic diet you choose, for the most part you will avoid sugary carbohydrate dense foods and drinks, and instead fill up on foods such as eggs, meat, avocados, butter, olive oil, nuts, and green vegetables. When the body is void of sugar, fat goes through many complex chemical reactions in the liver that I won't bore you with in this video. In the liver, the fat is then converted into energy molecules called ketone bodies, which can be released into the bloodstream and used as a fuel source. Hence why the diet is called the ketogenic diet, or keto diet for short. If your body is carb depleted and fueled by fats for long enough, the body will enter a state called ketosis. Living in a state of ketosis has many benefits, and more research is continually coming out in favour of this popular way of living. Essentially, the ketogenic diet turns you into a fat-burning machine 24 hours a day. Contrary to what we have been led to believe by mainstream media and our so-called need for carbs to fuel the brain, your brain and muscles can actually function very well on ketone bodies alone. In fact, ketone bodies provide more energy per gram for the brain versus glucose, which can greatly improve your mental clarity, which we will discuss in more detail shortly. The suitability of the ketogenic diet for athletes is still up for debate. Studies have shown that the power output decreases in cases where maximum intensity effort is required for athletes in ketosis. This is because the breakdown of glucose via glycolysis plays a crucial role in providing immediate energy for your muscles. When no glucose is present in the diet, you may find that intense workouts become much harder. However, research is showing many great benefits of keto dieting for endurance runners who train and compete at a lower maximal intensity. You see, the body's supply of stored carbohydrates in the form of glycogen only lasts for a couple of hours of intense exercise or less. But your fat stores carry enough energy to easily last for weeks or even months. Studies also show that the lack of glycogen may also affect the potential for muscle growth, since there's a strong positive connection between glycogen availability and protein synthesis. So, if you are a power athlete or bodybuilder, the ketogenic diet may not be the best option for you. If you like, you can compare all of the most popular diets at You.com. You can even take our quick quiz to find the perfect diet for you. I'll leave a link below. However, in saying that, anecdotal evidence suggests otherwise, as many people following the ketogenic diet report significant gains in lean muscle and are still performing very well in high-intensity events. Often, these people are using ketogenic pre-workout drinks, oil blends, and exogenous ketones for an extra boost. Ketogenic supplementation is beyond the scope of this video, but check the link in the description to be taken to the partnered resource page for this video, where you will find a few simple step-by-step options you could potentially follow to boost your keto-fueled sports performance in gym sessions. We don't directly sell any of these products, but we can show you where you can get what you need to succeed as a keto athlete. People who stick to a ketogenic diet long enough to enter ketosis report rapid weight loss, and best yet, they do so without dealing with constant hunger and cravings for sugary treats. After spending a few days on a strict keto diet, you become fat adapted, which is around the time the hunger drops, and the other benefits, which we will discuss shortly, begin to kick in. The ketogenic diet is nothing new. In fact, it has been used for decades in the clinical world. Research has shown benefits of the ketogenic diet for people with epilepsy and certain types of cancer, just to name a couple, for example. The foundation of the ketogenic diet is very similar to many other diets. As I mentioned earlier, it's a strict low-carb diet, it's a gluten-free diet, and it's similar to the paleo diet and Atkins diet. The ketogenic diet is quite simple to follow and is based on consumption of whole, high-fat and nutrient-dense foods. However, as I mentioned earlier, to stay in ketosis you must avoid carbohydrates like sugar, processed junk food, bread and pastas, etc. If the thought of giving up carbohydrates is too much to bear, then this might not be the best diet for you. After all, it is very possible to eat carbohydrates and still lose significant amounts of stubborn and dangerous body fat. Take a look around at our collections of the amazing before and after weight loss success stories on our site at You.com, and you will see what I mean. You will see amazing body transformation stories of people who have lost huge amounts of weight on both high-fat and high-carb style diets. However, people on a high-fat keto diet do tend to report that once they are fat adapted, they feel very satisfied from eating foods like cheese, meat, fish, eggs, nuts, and veggies. It is this fact that makes it a great option for people who battle with sugar and carb addiction and the mental warfare and hunger games that come along with it. The keto way of living has actually been around for centuries. Looking from an evolutionary perspective, our ancestors did not have constant access to carbohydrates or sugar like we do today. Hunters went long periods of time running on ketones before their next feast. It has become evident that sugar is the main culprit behind many of the horrible chronic diseases that kill humans, such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease, not fat. People around the world are having great weight loss success on keto, hence why the word has spread, and it has become such a juggernaut in the world of dieting today. There are many studies showing that low-carb diets improve important health markers, including the cholesterol profile, blood sugar levels, insulin levels, and blood pressure. When constructed properly, the ketogenic diet is much more than just a weight loss solution. Many people are having long-term success with weight management, plus enjoying the many other benefits that come along with adhering to the diet. Many people in ketosis feel energized with vastly improved mental clarity. This is a major reason why it has become the trendy diet for Silicon Valley entrepreneurs and CEOs around the world. Many busy people claim that the combination of stable blood sugar levels and high ketone bodies leads to much less hunger and reduced thoughts of eating. The brain just loves to run on fats. For busy workers, this means more time to focus on the things that matter and a deeper level of workflow. Biohacking workaholics often take this a step further by combining keto with brain-stimulating nootropics and special keto coffee blends for the ultimate in mental performance. Check out our complete guide to the ketogenic diet resource page at You.com to learn a few great biohacks on exactly what you can eat and drink to optimize mental clarity on the ketogenic diet. This page is definitely a must-see for those of you who are interested in getting on a keto diet for the brain performance benefits. Personally, when on the ketogenic diet, I found that hunger almost completely disappeared, especially my cravings for sugary foods. Sometimes I would forget that I had to eat, which is a strange sensation that I'm sure you guys who have already been in ketosis can relate to. Although I must admit that my first few days on keto were quite rough. While getting into ketosis, for the first few days I had severe hunger and felt very lethargic. But after that, it was smooth sailing. There are some cool little tricks that you can do to help you get into ketosis much faster without dealing with the extreme hunger and keto flu like I did. I wish I would have known these tricks before I started my keto venture, as the keto flu is no fun at all. The keto flu, which isn't an actual flu, contains symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, coughing, nausea, and even an upset stomach. The positive note though, is that it passes quite quickly and won't come back again unless you come out of ketosis. I won't bore you with the ways to optimize your transition into ketosis in this beginner's guide, but if you want to learn more about what you can do to get into ketosis faster and avoid the keto flu, just visit the resource page that accompanies this video. I'll leave the link in the description so you can get direct access to the free step-by-step guide. One thing I personally love about being on keto is that you don't have to constantly snack. I think I have actually saved a fair bit of money by eating fewer meals. Eating high-fat foods and fibrous veggies on the ketogenic diet really satisfies you. There are heaps of yummy keto-friendly treats that are popping up, which still make it a diet that's fun to follow. Click the link below to see a list of my favourite delicious keto treats. One of my favourite things about keto is that you can have a treat meal, but because it is fat-based, you feel satisfied for so long after. You don't get that rebound hunger and lethargy that you get from eating carb-based treats. I think that's why people who embrace the keto lifestyle do so well with long-term weight management. Having the option to binge eat without insulin spikes, blood sugar fluctuations, and subsequent hunger means that you are just living a more steady and sustainable lifestyle. So, how do you know when you're in ketosis? Getting into ketosis is not a black or white thing. It's not like you're either in ketosis or out of it. Instead, you can be in different degrees of ketosis, as this chart demonstrates. The numbers below refer to values when testing blood ketone levels. Around 1.5 to 3 millimoles is called optimal ketosis and is recommended for optimizing mental and physical performance. staying in this range also maximizes your fat burning potential. If you want to learn more about the ketogenic diet, like exactly what to eat and what not to eat in a simple to follow manner, then click the link below to see our complete guide to the ketogenic dieting page. You will learn the common problems that people experience when starting keto, the keto flu and how to avoid it. The guide will also show you how to get into ketosis and how to test urine, blood or breath samples to see if you are in the sweet spot of 1.5 to 3 millimoles. We will also show you how to identify the telltale symptoms of ketosis that require no testing at all, which I'm sure you will find helpful. On our resource page, we also list and compare the best tools that you can use to help you actually monitor your progress. The only way to tell if you are in ketosis is by undertaking daily checks. Unfortunately, if you want to go keto, you really do need to closely monitor your ketone levels. This can be one of the biggest challenges of living a ketogenic lifestyle. However, like any habit, once you get your testing routine under control, it just becomes another part of your day. Before you get started on a ketogenic diet, be sure to check out our step-by-step guide that simplifies the process of monitoring your ketones, which is often the most confusing and daunting part of starting a ketogenic diet. On that page, you will also see some great tools and resources that can make your transition into the ketogenic way of living as smooth as possible, plus some innovative pro hacks that can help fast-track your results. While you're there, make sure you download our free keto visual cheat sheet, which shows you meal and ingredient replacement ideas on a ketogenic diet. When people are new to the ketogenic diet, they often wonder what type of foods they should eat while making the changes they need to make. This cheat sheet makes it easy for you to know what replacements you can use on the ketogenic diet and what types of foods you could replicate while going the low-carb route. Print this cheat sheet out and put it on your fridge. Many people are finding this cheat sheet super helpful on their keto journey. Hopefully you will too. I hope you guys enjoyed this beginner's guide to the ketogenic diet. Please leave a comment below letting us know your thoughts on the keto diet. We would also love to hear about your personal keto journey. Please subscribe and click the bell icon so you can get updates on our latest releases. You don't want to miss out on the diet and weight loss related videos we're about to release. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, it's very much appreciated. Before you start on any diet, don't forget to visit You.com to see a roundup and comparison chart of the most popular diets and other helpful information on how to eat to live a healthier and leaner life. I will leave a link in the description below for direct access to the ketogenic diet resource page that I referred to in this video, so that you can have access to everything you need to start your ketogenic diet today. All the best on your weight loss journey. See you in the next video.